Welcome to Check Your Fly. I'm Dave Sanford, and today we're fishing the Gaspee flats out here. We're with Mike Gill, and this is the fly that we're using. The silversides that came in earlier this month have a lot of gold in their tails, so we represent that with a yellow and chartreuse. We put two different kinds of crystal flash in here, a little bit of gold crystal flash and then a little red underneath the chin here. And then I put a little bit of green on, not green, a little bit of black on the top here, and put that soft tex around the head with some eyes. Oh, there we go. There we go. There it is. Nice fish. Nice fish. Yeah. Whoa. As we get closer, these fish are pushing, these stripers are pushing this bait. Look at this fish. All right, make sure we're not tangled around the cleat here. These fish are pushing the bait closer and closer to the grass. They go up and lay their eggs in the grass there. Oh. There he comes. We had one on, was it Tuesday night, Mike? We're in our waders and there was another striper trying to take the fly out of the other fish's mouth. It was so funny. He thought there was more there to eat. Look at that. All right, baby. A little closer here. All right, buddy. All right, calm down. Okay. Nice fish. Nice fish. My fly is getting beat up. I'll have to use that other one pretty soon. This is a 5/0 hook that we have on here, stainless steel, mustad. Let's go get another one.
Had a nice morning. A little chilly coming out, but it's going to be another nice warm day. What do you think? But you can't talk, you're the cameraman, huh? Hey, this new rod is killing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't believe it. New rod from Temple Fork. It's a 9-weight, throwing a 9-weight floating line. And this rod loads up and throws this line without zero effort. I've casted it this with some higher end rods, and this right now is, this rod was $89, and I'll tell you what, it's gonna definitely change the market in the fly rod industry if they keep producing them like this, because it's beautiful. I can't say enough for it. Couldn't, when I bought it from Mike out of Quaker Lane, he told me, he goes, take them out in the yard. I casted 3 different rods out in the yard, and incredible. So I bought it. To me, from me.
Well, while fishing's a little slow here, you can also go to checkyourfly.net or checkyourfly.com and visit our webpage. We also have a report page there now, and if you want to give a report or find out where we're fishing, what type of flies we're using, just visit our website at checkyourfly.net or checkyourfly.com. If you want to find out about the boats that we're using, also we put a lot of information on the boats and where you can pick them up, where you can rent them. So just stop by the website and just say hello if you want.
Pro Glass from St. Croix. And a Penn 4400. 10-pound, the Usuri hybrid line on here, the fluorocarbon line, and a white finesse fish. Little baby. He thinks he's bigger than he really is.
20-inch fish?
I haven't seen him yet. Seaweed.
You got seaweed with him?
He got a nice
Smart
tail.
fish then. He went right for the weeds.
Oh, he's a nice fish,
nice
David.
fish.
It's a nice sized fish.
Yeah, let's try it.
Saw the Lima.
I love this boat. It has a nice bait well back here. Plus, you just bring the fish over. God, look at him. Woo! It's a slammer, Mike.
Yeah, he's a good size.
Oh, he's nice. You got him?
Yeah.
25 inches. Nice fish. 851, 25 inches. Somebody will catch him. And they'll check your fly. And we already got a couple of them, a couple tags back.
Take a bite, baby. Holding on to my thumb. Just give them some time to recover after they fight a little bit, you know, instead of just dropping them right back in and let them sink.
Yeah,
That's all it takes. This is my shower for the day.
Tonight we're going out and we're going to visit Save the Bay, DEM, URI, Roger Williams College. I think there's Brown University in there. And what they're doing is they're testing the bay, all over the bay in different areas, 9 locations I think, Mike, for the oxygen level that's in the bay. I think it's, July 12th, 13th? July 12th.
Coming up on 13th there pretty soon.
Friday the 13th. But anyways, we're going to be running around and checking out what Save the Bay is doing in the state of Rhode Island to make our bay, our backyard, the best it can be. All right, you ready to go?
Ready.
All right. Boy, I love the stars. Look at them. What a clear night.
Got a cloud in the sky.
We're going to have a ball today, I can tell.
It's just a portable computer that we're using that has a program that we purchased called ChartView, which is a number of people that go sailing use them. They're just basically the nautical charts, but in digital forms. You have them on your computer. We've attached basically just a Garmin GPS 3 handheld with a cable to the back of the computer. It interfaces with that program and it tells us where we are, and it's, even though it's not differential, it's within 30 feet, and you see the buoys going by as you see them on the screen, so it works beautifully. And if you look at these red triangles in the screen, those are the stations that we're doing. So what we're doing is, as we're easing up, we want to go on station, and we can actually log where we are using the GPS. So while we're sampling, if there are some stations here, you can see these orange dots, and that's the log of our wind drift. So we actually know how far we've drifted off station. So as I'm looking at the readings later, I'll know exactly where I am on that map. So I'll know where those numbers came from, where in the bay they are. Just had an interesting result because in that channel right at Connecticut, both Brown University and us, found that the lowest oxygen was at 3 meters. So we were at about 9 to 10 feet, and that was the lowest oxygen. It was much lower than on the bottom. It was only about 2.893. So that's low. That's getting down. Some places they call that hypoxia. Again, that suggests there's some lighter, warmer water coming out of the Providence River that's staying in a layered fashion, so that right now the water is not so nasty that fish on the bottom will have problems, but they're probably avoiding that layer. So if you were fishing, you probably wouldn't fish at 10 feet. So
That's what we want to know.
yeah.
I'm John Torgan, Narragansett Bay Keeper, and I have on board today crew members from the Narragansett Bay Commission and from Brown University. And we are in Patuxent Cove testing dissolved oxygen levels. This is our second to last station. We're in a race against the sun. Right now we want to get these levels before the sun comes up. It's important for us to test the levels in the wee hours of the morning, late at night, because oxygen levels in the bay will actually drop throughout the night because of the respiration of the green plants and algae that live in the bay. All day long, oxygen levels will go up, but during the night hours, oxygen levels can drop, and this is around the time of day where they would be at their lowest. And that's really what we're trying to capture. If we figure out what the lowest oxygen levels are, we know what the limiting factors are for different fish, crabs, and other marine life that depend on estuaries like this for their home. So Jay Pulaski here is lowering the sonde, which is the probe device. It's on a cable, and that's going to go down first to the surface and then to the bottom, and it'll read back here to the monitor that Carrie is reviewing, and we make sure the numbers check out, and we'll record them both on the computer and on data sheets, because as we know, computers are 100% reliable. And this data will be managed centrally, and we'll all have access to it, and we'll use it to help us make better policy and management decisions about Narragansett Bay.
We got this new gentleman coming on the show. His name's Will Morton, and he was trained over in France to be a French chef. I think that's how we say it. So we're gonna start cooking up some of the fish that is native to Rhode Island, and that ought to be pretty exciting. So I'd like to hear, from people to find out what type of fish that maybe they're having a problem with that we could cook on the show, that we could make it easier for them. So jump on the website, checkyourfly.net or checkyourfly.com, and tell us what type of fish that you'd like to cook up, that you would like us to cook up on the show, and maybe we can do a whole show with catching the fish and then cooking it up. What do you think, Mike? Codfish, yeah, that's pretty hard. So, and the Tackle Talk feature coming up, we went to Newport in February, and Saltwater Edge and Company, the fly shop down in Newport, had a fly fishing show with I think it was three to five top-notch fly tying guys down there, and they did a great job, and we can show you on that on Tackle Talk. And we also finally met Peter Jenkins, that owns Saltwater Edge. So why don't we go to that Tackle Talk now, and we'll catch you as soon as this fishing picks up. Here's one now coming. Oh God, he just missed it. Welcome to Check Your Fly. I'm Dave Sanford, and this is Peter Jenkins here today from Saltwater Edge. We're at a fly fishing show. Peter, you want to discuss that a little?
Well, we have a day-long fly tying fair here in Newport in early February every year. This is the 4th year we've been doing it. And saltwater fly tyers from all over New England come. And we have a raffle, and the prizes and the proceeds from that raffle go to support here in Rhode Island, Save the Bay, Coastal Conservation up in Massachusetts, an organization in Connecticut. So the people who attend buy the raffle tickets. There's no fee to come to the show. It's a day-long event, and the proceeds support conservation.
All right, let's go check it out and see what's inside here.
Sounds good.
Thank you. you doing? We're sitting here with Jeff and Drew, and what kind of fly you have here?
We're working on a Catherwood giant killer style herring type fly today.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take off here. Why don't you discuss a little bit about the fly, your organization, your website, what your plans are in the future, right? And let them know what's going on. I got more fly ties.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Basically, what we're doing today is tying a Catherwood giant killer style herring fly using Icelandic sheep fur for the body, Mike Martinick's sparkle to add some flash to the body, and spun deer hair head. And I think one of the strong aspects of this fly is it gives you a big profile. It's light, but it's a big fly, so it's easy to cast. And personally, this isn't something that I used to tie, but I think from my involvement with the website, it's furthered my abilities as a fly tyer and my ability to do something like that.
So, what are you tying here, Eric?
This is a deceiver, but it's got a couple extra tweaks to it. I call it a super deceiver or a souped up deceiver. It's a big fly, and it's used for, I use it when I'm fishing for big stripers. When there's a lot of pogies or menhaden bunker, whatever you'd like to call it, in this size range. You know, this fly is 5 to 6 inches long or so. And it's all white, because white is a productive color. You know, this could also imitate a squid.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of things that I could use this for. And I'm just with the deceiver, I like to get fancy, and I'm using a lot of the silver flash. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some gill plates on the side of the fish. I'm going to stick my eye right onto. So I'm going to take this material here, fold it over, put it off to the side, and I think that's still a little too long. Let's take this, fold it, cut it. That's the size I want. So this is going to go in on either side of the fly, right there, and that's going to make the gill plate. I'm going to do it on the other side here, and this will be the foundation where I'm going to put the eye. And I'm real big on putting eyes on all of my flies, especially my striped bass flies, because I believe that the striped bass is a headhunter. When he attacks a bait fish, he's going to try and grab it and swallow it head first.
See, I always thought a fish did the opposite.
Well, a bluefish is a tail biter. He'll come up and he'll bite the tail off. All right? But the striped bass is a headhunter.
But how will he get hooked? Like if he comes in like this, how's that going?
Well, he's not going to come in that way. He's going to come in either from underneath or from behind and suck it in. If you've ever seen one of these, how these fish work, they come up and they they suck that fly right in there.
What's that you're using to tie it with? Is that thread or mono?
This is monofilament tying thread, clear mono. And the nice thing about this clear mono is that all the colors that I just tied in bleed through, as well as I just tied those eyes in. Can you see the thread that I tied it in? Those eyes are tied in. They're not just stuck there. They're tied into the fly. So I can take this fly right now and go fish it. The eyes aren't going to fall off. When I get a chance, I'll epoxy them later. Well, this is a fly that I would use when the bait fish are bigger. I'm looking to imitate a big pogie, a butterfish, or even a squid. So this particular fly here I would use this in the situation where the bait fish are larger than, say, a little silverside. So if you're trying to match the hatch and you're trying to match the size of the bait fish, you want to go with something bigger.
They sit right on that point up there waiting for that bait to come out of that little canal. Here it comes, right to the boat. Jump up on top of that corner. See in the water. Oh, he's shaking his head. Nice fish. Oh, Mikey's a big boy.
Want to get him?
No, I'm all right. I'm fine. I can just tell the way he's fighting, he's keeping his head down all the way. He's trying to get into those weeds, you know. That's the nice thing about fishing from a boat, that you can keep his head out of the weeds, you know, but you got to give him a little bit of line. Look at this. Oh God, I think he's end up on the back end. Holding us right here, Mike, you should be able to hook up, get a double hookup.
I don't want to get in your line, buddy.
No, that's all right. Don't worry about it. I can handle him. Look at this, look at this. Look at that tail on him. That's all we saw the other night. I'll just go right over your head. That's all we saw the other night in that cove. With these tails, fish tails. He's still hungry, Mike. He's gonna come eat your fly. Uh-oh. I don't know, I didn't like that. That hook just moved. Oh, I see a strong fish. Look at that. Look at that fish. He's still not tired. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. Might be another 25er, Mike. Whoop. Tag him up.
Fat belly, huh?
Whew, they're all fat sitting on that corner eating all that bait going out of there. Or 25 of Mike. Go, baby.
Whoa! Fish on.
Yeah.
Good pie.
Thinking, I'm always fishing on the wrong side of the boat.
Usually happens to me.
Yeah, he's a nice fatty, huh?
Light tackle bass. Nice lines on him, huh? He's clean. Nice and clean. One cast, one fish.
Yeah, watch it slip. I'll be taking you that.
Oh, imagine that. Just run it right through and flip the barb on the man.
Well, we want to thank some people today. Lima boats, most of all, 23-foot Lima. Beautiful boat, 124 gallons, 225 Merc on it.
There was some shallow water too.
Absolutely.
Only drafts a 1.5 feet, so got into some skinny water, got some bass on.
Yeah, it's a nice strip. It's 25-inch fish, you know.
Well, heading south. See ya. Don't say it.
It's been a pleasure, pal, and I'll be down there fishing with you. And in the springtime, you'll
Spring, yeah, tarpon will be running.
I'll have you come back up here. We'll get some of these slammer bass up here.
Absolutely. Thanks to the camera crew,
Yeah.
our editors, everybody that supplied us with gear this year and in the past couple seasons. Boy, there's a bunch.
Professor Bodkins,
Professor Bodkins.
Teton, Tioga.
Bonnie, thanks for coming down and skunking me. I
Bonnie
caught
Golden.
the fish. I didn't catch anything. Thank you. But that's okay. We had a good night there. Real fly lines.
Real fly lines.
Tea
Great
time
stuff.
reels. Michael Bestwick with Quaker Lane Outfitters. I was employed there, and thanks for putting up with me.
We have Saltwater Edge Fly Shop, Fly Tackle Shop with Peter Jenkins. We had Corey Petrasic, Eric Thomas, and Steve Cook.
Oh.
Did a great job.
They'll still be working?
Oh, absolutely.
Fly time with you guys? Great.
They're both two are captains and one's a guide. So if anybody wants to do some fishing with them down in Newport, or they'll come up in this area here, just jump onto our website. You can check that out at checkyourfly.net or checkyourfly.com.
Yeah. I'd like to give a special thanks to my wife, Trish, and to Mikey. Thank you for letting me go fishing all those times, taking all those hours out on the water. I know it was usually at 4:30 in the morning, but thank you anyways. And I'd like to say hi to my buddies in Florida, Nick and Jackie, and Mike, and Steph.
He's on his way.
I'm coming down.
He's already left.
I'm coming down. Oh yeah, don't forget Samantha. Thank you very much, guys. Had a fun time. Now, David,
Well,
Check Your Fly is all yours.
that's
I'll
not
send you.
all
I'll
mine.
send you tapes from Florida, the Southern edition.
Southern Check Your Fly. No problem.
That's right.
And pretty soon we're going to have cooking on the show with Will Morton.
Yeah, just when I leave.
So,
Great.
well, you are getting a little chubby
I
there.
am. Huh.
Send you down that hot weather, sweat it out.
Doesn't no matter what I do, I eat. I don't care anymore.
We both love to eat, so you lose 15, I'll lose 15.
No way.
All right. Thanks, pal. It's been
Thank
a
you.
pleasure.
All right, guys. Good night.
We'll see you out on the water. Tight lines from Florida and Rhode Island.